So I am the chair of the organization. I make sure that we have a solid functioning board, but I also have become the executive director, if you will, because I execute, oversee, and implement all of our programs. As a community development corporation, internally we looked and wanted to identify the areas where our community needed support the most. So we focus on seniors within our community, youth, workforce development, and residential development. I do spend all of my time doing this work. I may be one of few people who actually volunteer doing the work on a full-time basis, and I am not gainfully employed. So I had no concept of what starting a community development corporation even entailed, and so it's been a labor of love over the last 5 years. The work that I do is empowering people, giving people hope, giving people knowledge, skills, resources, and support to be able to live their best life. So my vision for our community is actually to maintain our community from the way it was when I first moved here. So I moved in the neighborhood 14 years ago, and it was a nice, solid, stable community. I want to make sure that people of varying incomes can stay within our communities, that people have access to programs, resources, to be able to feel like, you know what, people care about me here, and that's the reason I want to stay. I have a sales background, and in sales, it wasn't about what you did yesterday, it's about what you're doing tomorrow, right? And so one of the things that I'm most proud of today is this structure that we're standing in front of. So this structure is going to be a part of a new skill trades program that we're implementing. It'll give people the skills, the training, the hands-on training ability to rehab a house. So we'll go through everything from landscaping to carpentry, drywall, electrical, plumbing, even green stormwater infrastructure, to help them to identify an area where they'd like to become employed. You know, the thing that motivates me to be involved in the community, I believe, really is just the fact that I was brought up in Detroit. I am a typical Detroit kid. I've dealt with traumatic experiences growing up, not having a lot of resources, and just recognizing the importance that one person had in my life, and how that person changed who I am and my view of life and living in Detroit. And so I hope to give that to at least one person, but hopefully many, many others. The advice that I would give another woman who's currently or even considering working in her community is, one, make sure that you pray about whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure that you involve people within the community, and just make sure that you're doing outreach to people so that it's not just you that's doing the work and you're not focused on what you want to see, but that you are working towards a greater good for the community.